All right. Well, if we're good to get started again, why don't we roll initiatives?
Alright.
Ooh.
So I went to the Home and Garden show too, and there was somebody there who was selling like jerky and smoked sausages and stuff, and they were selling wild game, and I got venison, elk, and buffalo, and he mixed them all up into one bag, so I don't know which one's which. But the one I'm eating now is not very good.
I love the idea of the mystery meat bag.
I had an inappropriate joke that I'm not going to say.
Say it. You brought it up. You gotta say it.
Yeah, it's been more than 5 minutes into the video. I'm pretty sure you can say anything.
Wait, what? It's been more than 5 minutes till what?
YouTube joke.
Oh.
You can't make the swears within the first 5 minutes of the video, otherwise the AI algorithm overlords will
Demonetize you.
just annihilate the video. So you have to wait. So like if you watch like Game Grumps or someone that like the moment that 5 minute mark comes up, they'll make note of it and then proceed to just barrage you with those obscenities.
Yeah, but like unlike the Game Grumps, we're not actually making any money. So like,
Oh, true.
fuck AdSense.
But is that why you haven't sent me my paycheck yet?
He thinks he's getting paid.
IDC doesn't even pay me.
We all get paid in exposure.
Yeah, just wait till like I think I said this the other week. Like there'll be so many live play D&D games they're gonna want to recruit you guys after this.
Will be bigger
We'll
than
be the
Critical
next
Role.
guests on. Yeah, I was just gonna say we're gonna be the next guests on Critical Role.
Yeah. Hey, this is Matt Mercer. I really loved your work as Middendorfy Tough Eye. All right.
Thanks, Matt. I really loved your work at selling your soul to Amazon.
If Connery dies, I'm gonna put on an accent next.
Well, speaking of people dying, we'll start with the combat, and Connery, you are first.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come up to this guy. Where's my fucking character sheet? Hold on. And Draconic Strike him. Fire aspect.
Daring today, are we?
Yeah, he's stabbing my friend. I'm not about.
Okay, so 16 will hit. 5 damage.
And then I'll do another one.
Which that one will miss.
And then I guess I get the bonus action. I can do that again.
Yeah, you can. Once is a bonus action for free, twice is a bonus action for a key point.
Was that okay? So do I get 2 moves in a bonus action or 1 move?
What do you mean move?
I don't know.
So you can you used your action to punch twice. Now you can punch once or punch twice if you want to spend a key additionally.
Punch once for yes,
So
punch twice for no.
normally a total of 3 attacks if you're gonna use your action and bonus action to attack.
Oh, okay. Then I'm gonna do.
But you can spend a key to make 4 instead of 3.
I'm gonna do 1 more.
Okay, 15 will hit. Getting pretty consistent. So 10 damage. He's still alive, but looking pretty beat up. You said these were fire punches?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, from up top, you just hear Vinali shout, "Mind the fire, there's a lot of wood in there, it looks like."
I just won't use my fire breath in that case.
Alright, any other movement, or are you good?
I'm good. Oh, excuse me.
Okay, Cal. It's your turn. You are no longer paralyzed, but you are prone on the ground with these goons surrounding you.
Can I use my prone position to my advantage and like kick the legs out of one of these guys? Like knock him off his feet? Does that make any sense?
You can use a shove attack with your action to try and accomplish something like that. If you were already going to stand up this turn anyway, I'll let you like do that as part of a cinematic thing.
Okay.
Like stand up, but kind of knock him. Try to knock him down. Like so, you trade places.
Okay, that sounds good.
All right, so that will be an athletics check. Which he rolls not very well. Minion stat blocks. He rolled a 6.
What a chat.
One sec, guys. Phone call.
All right.
Just have
So-
the mental image playing out in my head of that classic trope of the two characters getting into a tussle and rolling over each other, and then somebody on the outside is with a ranged weapon saying, "Which one's the real one?"
The one with more holes in him than he should have.
So with a flourish and a bit of finely honed from probably a few street brawls maneuvers, you managed to reverse the situation where you were now standing. And which one of the two were you trying to knock down?
I was trying to get that boy.
Okay, so he is prone now. You are up on your feet. But that was your action. You still have half your movement and like a bonus action if you'd like to do anything.
What am I able to do on bonus actions again? I am a dumbass.
You could disengage to back out of here. With your cloak, you could technically hide in place for whatever good that would do you.
Shh, you can't see me.
For you and like crab walk, shuffle to the side.
I think I'll disengage and back up. That way I'm not immediately in stabbing range again.
Okay, would you like to like I know the map doesn't have it, but you want to go like back into the other car because you could like run past your friends.
That's okay. I'll hang out in case they need me, but not be in stabbing range.
Alrighty. So I think Mish is still on the phone, so briefly skip over their turn to go to the assailant.
Which one?
All of their turns.
Oh, okay.
So the one in front of you, Connor, he is going to flash at you with a silver dagger.
Oh, don't forget Moonbeam.
Oh, right. That's a con save?
Yes. Yeah, con save.
Oh, rolled really high actually for them. 17.
That beats, so they take 4 damage.
Okay, so actually the one that was in front of you, Connery, fucking dies.
Nice.
As he
Imagine
melts.
him pulling out a dagger all threateningly and then just like collapsing dead on the ground.
So you will notice as this moonbeam rains down and does radiant damage to the assailant. It's not a bloodied corpse that hits the ground. As this white-robed guy begins to fall, the physicality of him melts into the fog on the ground.
There's fog in here?
Yep.
Shit. Do we have any of
Uh,
these time
This
zones?
is gonna be really difficult for us to explain.
Okay, so the other one took 4 damage. He will stand. Actually, Moonbeam changes shape changers, right?
Yes. If they fail their save.
Okay, I guess I should roll for him separately then. Okay, he will fail. So then yeah, he'll take the full 9 damage. But actually, as under the moonbeam's influence, he turns just the humanoid silhouette just turns back into mist under this spotlight of sort of grayish energy. Okay, seeing that, the two in the back are going to pull further back away. And let's see, what else? Yeah, you have a guiding bolt going up to you, Vinali, and a guiding bolt at, is the range? Let me see the range on that. Oh, 120 feet. Yeah, definitely. The one of them will go towards you, Cal.
Do I have any benefit of cover? I forget how guiding bolt works.
Unless it says anything against it.
Yeah, I don't. I know they have. I know clerics have a spell that lets them avoid cover issues. I don't remember if it's guiding bolt or sacred flame.
I think it's Sacred Flame.
Yeah, so you would get some cover. What would is it half cover? That's +2 to AC.
That sounds right, but I'm not 100% sure. I can check.
Let me look at 5e tools. Yeah, target with half cover has +2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. I didn't know that worked on dex saves. That's interesting. Yeah, so half is +2, 3/4 is +5.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so I'll say that has +2 to your AC for this, but let's see if he hit. Natural 20.
Oof. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, and then the one against Cal.
This is gonna hurt a lot.
Cal Aesthetics.
The one against Cal is a 10 to hit, which I'm assuming misses.
It
Yeah, okay, so to the crit though.
I basically just took a solo fireball. That should be 8d6.
Holy Jesus. 19. 29 points of damage.
Not dead. Which is really good because if I were knocked out, I would go flying off into the sunset.
Okay, so yeah, 29 radiant damage, and you still have that sort of glowing mark on you.
Yeah.
All right. Still waiting on Mish, but we'll go to you, Midi.
All right. That's 40. I guess I will use my action to dash.
Okay, I will say to get through the clutter in front of you, it'll be difficult terrain.
Even with my ability to climb.
Oh, that's true. You could just go up the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You can just skip that.
All right.
Crawling on the ceiling upside down.
Dashing on the ceiling upside down.
Jesus.
Terrain hacks.
I can't remember. Is it an action to use? Let's
Use
see.
what?
Numa.
I believe it's
Oh,
an action
yeah.
to activate it, yeah.
Yeah. And that looks to be all I can do. Is just get in front of him.
Okay, so you guys watch as Mitty jumps, attaches to the ceiling of this car, and then Terminator jogs towards these guys, unsheathing the hilt of Numa and activating it such that the I'm assuming you have it at greatsword setting.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not activating Numa. I'm just kind of bear running towards.
Okay, so you don't take the blade out.
No.
Alrighty, but still, fucking Terminator running on the ceiling of the train car before dropping with a thud in front of these two, looking about ready to tear them to shreds.
Yeah, it's like in the movies where the monster drops right in front of them and then like stares at them for a second, and lets out a mighty roar.
Yeah, if they had pants to piss, they would.
So basically, Mitty's now the predator.
The Midinator.
He already was kind of the predator.
Yeah. Mitty has and always will be Apex.
Okay, so you good now, Richter?
Sorry about that.
Alright, well, we looped past you, but if you want to take your turn now.
So Mish would have walked in. Would she have seen any of like the ones still alive take any form of damage?
The two back there have not been harmed yet.
Okay. What is this? Focus exposure. So she would have just like ran in with Charity in in its spear form.
Alrighty. So I'm assuming you're dashing and all.
Yeah.
You
So
could
that
get there, I think, but with a difficult terrain, that's as far as you could go.
so right here or here?
Between there, like right there.
Okay.
So dash and bonus action to go to spear mode.
Yeah.
All right, good. Or and I'm assuming you don't want to put a ride on.
No.
Okay, so time fitting back into a flat circle. Vinali, it's your turn.
Okay.
Photosynthesis.
That's Mitty's next power up.
Yeah, that was a hell of a hit I just took.
It was a crit guiding bolt.
Yeah. think I am going to drop down and try and get myself some cover so that I don't get sniped.
Alrighty.
So I'll like hide behind these boxes as I land. But
Mhm.
before I do that, well, I can still like lean in and see to the back of the car from the roof. Yeah, I'm just going to shift Moonbeam, I think. Let me double check that it can move that far, though. Yeah, it can move 60 feet. That's easy. So I'll put it in that same corner kind of position to get the two of them.
Alrighty. Is that everything from you?
You know what? Bonus action, spiritual weapon. Just to wombo combo.
Pulling out the big guns.
Yeah, they don't seem too tough necessarily, but that hurt and I'm mad.
Here you go. The proto eft is your spiritual weapon. Where did you want to place it?
What is the range on that? I think it's also 60 feet. Yeah, 60 feet. So I'll have it catty corner to midi, sandwiching between the moonbeam. Yeah, there you go. And I'll have it
Alright.
swing at that guy.
Make that attack roll. $15 will hit. Oof, a lot of damage. Okay, he's still standing, but barely.
Does
That'll be my turn.
your spiritual weapon swing more than once?
No.
But is that melee damage, or like what kind of damage is it?
It's a melee spell attack that deals force damage.
Could I make the argument that a pissed off midi is dealing force damage?
What does that have to do with anything?
My brand would make them more vulnerable to it. It's my curse ability.
Force is usually an element that doesn't get modified by things like that.
Okay.
That's kind of its point, is it's kind of like unaspected damage.
Okay. So, but when they get punched by midi, could you curse them to take more damage from said punch?
I mean, I technically do magical bear damage.
So yes, I
Now
would
that
make
I'm
them
level 6. Can you make them
vulnerable.
weaker to bear?
I mean, when a creature you see within 30 feet is hit with an attack or spell, you can use your reaction to temporarily weaken their resilience to it. At the end of their turn, the target loses their resistance to the damage type of the triggering attack or spell.
Damage type of bear.
Yeah, I'll have to play with that, because given that we changed the what's the word, the advanced version of that to give vulnerability, I was
Yeah.
thinking more like spell vulnerability, not like bludgeoning vulnerability.
Oh, okay.
So I'll work with you to tweak that, but definitely like I think that would be totally cool for like Conry's dragon breath punches, but like not bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Yeah, vulnerability to regular weapon damage is very potent. That would let Cal basically one-shot anything that he sneaks attack.
Alrighty, so believe we would loop back to Conry now, but at initiative order 20. The fog that is milling around all of your feet in this dark, unlit train car swirls as more figures appear, coming like up out of it and materializing out of nothing.
Well, I do regret jumping down, but I don't regret pulling out the big guns.
All right, Conry, it is your turn. You were clear, and literally in front of your eyes, the fog forms up into two more dudes that are just between you and Cal.
Shit. Alright. I'm gonna come here.
I mean, usually, never mind.
What? What?
I got what you were going for.
I'm gonna move here. And then I'm going to do my 2 Draconic Strikes. This time I'm gonna make them just for the hell of it.
You're gonna make them what?
Ice aspect.
Okay. Well, a 26 will definitely hit.
Oh, that's the wrong one. I didn't want that one. Shit. I want that one.
See, the 9 will miss.
Wait, and then I'm gonna spend 1 key point for my flurry blows. 2 more strikes.
12 hit, yeah, meets it, beats it. Okay, so you were punching the one above you or below you?
Above.
Okay, so that one will die.
Okay.
So you have one more punch for the other one now, which will also hit. Do max damage. Alright, he is also looking very injured.
Fists of Fury today.
Mm-hmm. Cal.
Cal is going to finish off that one. Give him a stippy stabby.
Stippy.
Yeah, and that is sneak attack, so you're gonna hilariously overkill him. Yep, by 15 points. Alright,
There's no kill like overkill.
True.
okay, so you have cleared out the back of the car once again, seemingly.
Seemingly. How many of these things are gonna come?
So
Any
can
any
I
further?
ask?
No, that was it for me.
Okay, so what were you saying, Richter?
So they're dead.
Dead
Hmm.
and
What were you asking?
Me?
Yeah, like you started to say something, but
So Mitch was actually gonna ask. So can anyone explain what the hell is going on?
I think it's pretty obvious.
No, as in why?
No clue. Keep fighting.
They're dead.
There's
That is-
one right in front of you,
Yeah, you're.
or right
Oh,
behind
right.
you, I guess.
Object permanence is not a thing Misha's mastered yet.
Cat distracted by shiny.
well, it is your turn now. So yes, one of these figures has risen up out of the mist, literally right behind you with a knife.
Mitch will actually turn her right of Dawn flaring in charity, and she's going to attempt to smack him with like charity in her spear mode.
Alrighty. Make sure you take the damage for the right.
Oh, whoops. So that would be 12 plus 5, not. Why is distracting strike on? What?
May have to uncheck that, but
Yeah.
then roll a d6 for your own right damage. Okay, so you lose 3 HP, and it took 17, which you will notice, all of you, as Mish stabs this figure, that the glowing spear, as it pierces through the figure's torso, it's as it resolves back into mist. It's like the fog is pushed out away from the wound, such that the chest wound looks more like like the hole that a cannon shot made than a spear, and it violently dissolves back into mist. So it seems it did not like the radiant damage.
Oh, and this time Mish didn't eat the soul this time, right?
I don't think it's a soul. I think it's the mist.
You haven't really been seeing any souls drop, no. There's not really
Okay.
bodies being left.
Right. Now I don't feel guilty. And she'll move up. To right here.
Alright, so, start of their turn, they're going to get moonbeamed. So, fail. Fail. Okay, they both fail. So they both just die.
Rip.
So moonbeam doing work. Midi, you will see the two figures in front of you that you had started to scream at just sort of melt beneath the focused light of Vinali's spell.
I don't think I took damage.
No, you did not.
Okay, so my range is going to drop for my turn. Shit.
Smack yourself.
I can't.
Okay, so for the moment, as of technically the start of their turn, combat is over. You are all standing now in a quiet, darkly lit, except for this radiant pillar of moonlight energy, train car. The fog is still very much on the ground, and with the door open behind you, letting the night night air in, it is still like dripping out of the back of the cart and sort of, flowing out as mist does.
I'd like to see if it's coming from something in here.
Okay, you can start looking around. You can make an investigation check.
Okay.
Is anyone, what are the others doing?
You said that they were coming in through the open windows and such, if I heard you right?
No, they were forming out of the mist on the floor.
But pretty much, Mish is actually gonna move to, close the windows.
There are no windows in here.
Wait.
This isn't our cabin. This is the storage cabin.
Yeah, but then, like, how is the mist getting in? It has to be getting in through some way. So we either find a stopgap for that.
We're not in the... Well, we weren't in the mist. We've been in here for a few minutes, I don't know. But earlier on, the mist, or the fog, I should say, was being described as being... What was it? Like 100 feet off or something?
Yeah, the actual border with the foglands was, last you looked, a couple 100 feet away.
So we're not going through it right now, so it shouldn't be coming in that way. That's why I'm looking to see if there's something in here that's creating fog.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Which, Cal, make me an intelligence save.
Why must you ask this of me?
You've been in here the longest. You, leaning up against Connery, and you're still bleeding. You're definitely feeling you felt better. Propped up against the wolf boy, you begin to feel very lightheaded and dizzy.
Okay.
Okay. Can Connery lift Cal?
What's your strength score?
Is that 13?
13.
Or 1?
The 13. Um, you're not like particularly heavy, right, Cal?
No.
Was the waist being really pinched just a joke, or?
I mean, he is kind of a waifish dude. He's on the
Yeah,
smaller side.
I'd say like it's not effortless, but you could carry Cal out if you needed to be. Yeah.
I think Connery's gonna do that. Gonna see Cal bleeding and that, and pick him up and take him out. He's got a healer's kit he could probably use.
Over the train intercom, we all hear, "Love lift us up where we belong, where the angels fly."
Okay, Vinali, you start looking around at the different. I mean, the entire cabin's full of containers and suitcases and crates and barrels and the like. You don't have time to look through every single one, but you start scoping the place out and trying to find some sort of source that the fog might be coming from. Because you rolled really well, at length, it probably have to take you a couple of minutes, so that might affect your decision making here. But you will find something if you want to commit to looking for it.
Yeah, aside from popping off a quick healing word for Cal, I will commit to that. But I will, being aware that we are in the fog, cast resistance on myself.
Alrighty.
Yeah, so Cal, you do get a very pitiful 5 hit points back.
I will take that. That is plenty. Thank you.
If Connery gives or uses kit, what exactly does that do?
Let's see, there should be, the healing kit should tell you if you haven't added it, the description to your item.
Just tell me.
I think without like the medic perk, it doesn't really do much.
Yeah, it'll
Oh, okay.
stabilize somebody who's dying, but
Oh,
you
well,
need a feat to make it actually restore hit points.
Okay, then never mind. I'm just gonna. Then I probably just took him out of the fog.
Well, I will say, yeah, so without the feat, at baseline, its main use is helping someone at 0 hit points. But I will say you can use it as a tool to try and just generally treat Cal's wounds if you'd like.
I can do that because it comes with bandages and stuff.
Yeah, so just make a. Are you proficient in medicine?
No.
Okay, just make a straight medicine check then. Okay, so while the others are looking through the cart, Cal, you are being literally just turned into a mummy with gauze.
Okay.
The
So at
extra
that
layers
point,
will protect you from the fog.
Mish is just like, so do you guys know how to do that? Or
Look, I'm doing it. I'm helping.
yeah,
Yeah.
here's the thing. You don't turn the guy into a my move, I'll do it.
No, go away.
No, Mish makes it worse in the fact that now Cal literally cannot move his arms away from his midsection.
Christmas
Just,
story.
This is how you do it.
You just have Cal sitting like propped up on one of your fancy couches with his shirt off, and the other two are just bickering, like wrapping him in so many layers of cotton because they keep bleeding through. God, it's amazing. Why isn't the blood stopping? We have to keep adding more.
Nobody
Oh wait,
considered
right.
actually close the wounds first.
Oh wait, hang on. I forgot something. And then her hand literally bursts into fire. You have to cauterize the wound first.
I think I'm good, you two.
I'm not doing that. That's
No, that's Mish doing it.
doing that.
I
Okay,
think we'll
so
be
this
fine,
might-
Mish.
This might sting just a little bit.
No. I'm good.
Already wrapped up in cotton gauze. Yeah, let's add fire. See what happens.
Hold on,
Well,
we
keep in
gotta
mind, Mish is a bit buzzed.
soak those bandages in oil so no bacteria can get through. Let me cauterize the
yeah.
wounds.
Oh yeah, you're right. I think I have medicinal rubbing oil here somewhere. Hang on.
Alright, so while they are poorly treating Cal, but I mean, you're not in lethal danger, especially with the healing word.
Nah.
Just imagining Cal just patiently tolerating this nonsense.
But then when he sees the fire, like, nope, get me out.
But Vinali, and supervised by, I think Midi is the only one still in there. You'll eventually turn over one of the sort of tarps that was covering like an empty bird cage and a few spare like money pouches and the like, and you'll see laying there on top of a wooden crate is what looks like a holy symbol that, from where it's sitting on the crate, even as you watch it, it's like hovering a centimeter off of the wood, and it is producing the fog.
What the fuck?
Part of me would love to study how that is happening, but I feel like that is a very dangerous proposition without some way of containing it. So, feeling very annoyed at A, being attacked, and B, the clearly dead innocent victim laying on the ground, I would like to toss this into the barrel of the cannon.
Let another card.
Just the next time the cannon fires, it'll take care of that problem.
So also, what are we gonna do about the corpse that's just there?
What corpse?
The goblin.
What goblin?
Are you asking out of character or in character? I can't tell.
No,
Okay.
he knows it's there. He's like, let's just pretend we didn't see it.
Connery is just like slowly like kicking the goblin underneath all the stuff.
I need the I do not see it meme. I do not see it. I sleep.
Okay. I will have everyone that isn't Cal. I guess Connor, you got out pretty quick too. So, Vinali, Midi, and Mish, if you guys could make me intelligence saves.
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Midi, you also begin to feel a little dizzy. You're not entirely sure if that's all the food you ate getting stirred up with your heroic charge, but it's a little, behind the eyes headache.
Mitty will tap Benali on the shoulder and says, I'm going back to bed.
That's fair.
Finale, you are good. Mish, although by the time this will start to have affected you, you had already gone back to the other car. As you guys are fussing over Cal, you'll put down the bundle of band-aids you had in your hand, and you'll kind of look back at the first aid kit and back at your friends. Why were you treating Cal? What were you doing?
He's bleeding. We're helping.
You don't remember any of the events that led to that.
Mish is just like scratching her head. What?
He got
Huh.
all dead.
You got hella drunk.
Probably. Oh wow, that stuff's hitting hard. Ugh. And, but okay, I got this. Cal stands still as her hand just bursts into flame.
God, not again.
I think I'm feeling quite well all of a sudden. Thank you.
No. This is meant to stop infection. You have to stop the infection.
He
It's fine.
he is very quickly buttoning his shirt back up, but not sure which one of y'all did that. But he's gonna skedaddle real quick.
Connery.
Hey, you have to come back, or else I'm gonna bed. And she just collapses right then and there, while her hand is still on fire, by the way.
Okay, so you heard tossing the holy symbol into the cannon.
Yes, but aside from that, I did want to ask, while I was looking for whatever was emanating the fog, did I see any signs of what the people in here themselves might have been looking for? Like any area that looked like it was already turned over?
Yeah, let's see. With you rolled a 22, so okay, I will say you notice throughout your perusing that there are a number of crates that seem to have been moved from the initial placement that they had been sort of stacked in, because some of the things that had been on top of them, have been thrown to the ground and the like. And most of them, at a very cursory glance, seem to be um, the belongings of merchants on their way back to Twain.
Okay, so nothing jumps out at me as like being like mystically enchanted safe or something like that.
Nothing quite like that, no.
Does the goblin have keys on him?
Yeah, I would say if you turn him over and his poor uniform has been sort of torn to shreds, but hanging from his belt, uh, you do see a little ring of keys. And just as a point of flavor, would like to say that the goblin's face is a beatific smile as he was overjoyed in his final moment to finally be leaving this hellscape behind.
Oh no!
God, same.
He's a millennial, I got it.
Peace at last.
Yeah, I would like to just check real quickly because it doesn't seem like an alarm has been raised yet. Check to see if these keys will open because you did mention that there were a few safes in here.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to check to see if his keys are capable of opening any of them.
Okay. Are you staying with him to do this, Mitty? Or no, you went to bed already.
Yeah, but he went to bed.
Connery can come back in now that Cal's not dying, thanks to his wonderful medical assistance.
Oh, that's your lookout. I was just saying who needs to make additional saving throws.
Oh, never mind then.
All right.
I mean, if you want to just stay outside and watch me to see that I don't collapse, and you can rush in to save me, then that's fine. You don't have to be in there with me.
Alright, Connery will do that. He'll keep an eye out. He doesn't like being near the fog, though. Just peek his head in every once in a while to make sure he's dead.
Yeah, I'm just keeping resistance up on myself the entire time.
Oh, Connery has that collapsible chest, so you can always bring stuff to him and put stuff in the chest.
If I see anything that looks just generally very, very valuable, I might do that. But right now, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck these people were looking for.
Yeah, so you go looking around, and unfortunately, the keys don't seem to be for any of the passengers' belongings that you were looking for. There is a small wall-mounted lockbox by the not the door you guys came in, but the other door, which you happily bring the keys up towards and find one that works. You open it. Inside, you see 4 or 5 sort of collapsible batons, the kind that the workers here likely you could have used for riot control or defending themselves or something like that. And you recognize, being a denizen of Twain, that these are Magitech items of the Twain variety, which means they have an energy crystal in them, powered in the Twain tradition. As you open the box with the key, a heavy sprinkling of white ash falls onto your shoes, as the energy crystals of all of the batons have been reduced to dust.
Presumably by the fog.
Would be the assumption you'd run with. With that in mind, you go back over and check through some of the merchant's belongings, and it doesn't take much digging underneath a few guys, one guy's boxers or something. You'll find each of the crates that was moved had something Magitech in it, of which its power source has been reduced to ash.
Gotcha. So my assumption changes from theft to sabotage.
Listen, all of y'all, this is sabotage.
So on to part 2 of Let's Not Go to Jail. I am going to very intentionally let some of the blood trail as I drag the goblin towards our cabin, and will then carry him through to alert people to his death. So I can claim that he just knocked on our cabin door. We found him in the state he was in, and carried him, but he passed on the way to already dying on the way, carrying him through.
Okay.
I would like to point out that one of our members has significant stab wounds.
They don't have to see that.
I guess.
You could have just left him there and let somebody else. Then we wouldn't be connected to it at all.
You say that, but we're in the next car and the door is damaged.
Hey, Minnie, can you just like rip the door off? What door?
I've already ripped the door off.
Is it completely gone?
He less ripped it off and more, you know, like those porch doors that like you can open and close them, but they sort of slide into a slot, right?
Right.
Pocket
He's
doors.
pushed it back through, like it's broken the slot.
I've taken it off the track.
Hey, if we all go to sleep, we can just claim we slept through it. With the way that Mitty snores, nobody would doubt that. It's too late anyway, you've brought the blood trail to us.
And I guess to be fair, I should say, looking through those belongings, Finale, you would see, you know, a number of coin purses if you wanted to relieve them of it. Oh, well, rip. We'll deal with that in just a second, I suppose.
As compensation for the emotional damage that we've suffered tonight finding the dead body.
I mean, the goblin seems pretty happy with it.
Well, whoop-de-doo, Basil.
So,
How does he use-
Sorry.
guess I should say, Cal,
Yes.
did you want to make that any more of a scene with your shirt being taken off?
I think I probably would have had like an undershirt underneath it that I would have had left on, but also I was probably a little bit delirious from losing some blood, so may not really recognize that it happened.
I just didn't know if you wanted to like sort of describe it into the story, like what they would have seen.
They would have seen some boobies.
Sexy elf chest. Ouch.
I didn't know if you wanted that to be like that scene from 5 with Galuf.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you might have been
Yeah.
going for.
I mean, I wasn't the one that mentioned pulled the shirt off. Somebody else did that.
That was me, and if that was God Modi, that's fine. I
No,
just
that's
figured that
fine.
was how they would apply first aid.
No, it's fine. He'll. Oh, I just misgendered my own character. He'll, let it slide, but probably, like, if any of them brings it up, like, pretend it didn't happen.
Is the bear just going to sleep, Drew?
Yeah, bear
You're
go.
pretty
Bear
smart.
go sleep. He's got apparently an ocular migraine, and has a lot of food to digest.
He also has all these weird, like, prehensile barbs all over his feet.
I mean, he's also got a long ass tail. Well, not anymore because he's no longer raging, but
Yeah, he's kind of fucked up of an animal, honestly.
Yeah, he's like a platypus. You know, like why?
And I have switched over to my phone in the meantime.
Gotcha. We're sorry.
It's a bear. It's never mind.
It's Mitty the platypus.
Yeah, I fucked up on the delivery.
Well, I did want to say, Vanali, I should clarify that in rifling through those belongings, you probably would have seen a few, coin purses and wallets within if you wanted to relieve them of it.
Sure, why not? We can hide them in the chest.
Okay, so add theft to murder. Gotcha. But yeah, so you, Connery, receive a couple of different coin purses from Vanali that, if you want to count them now, you could, but obviously a couple hundred gold between them all.
I think Connor's gonna kind of toss some bag to worry about later.
Alrighty. So, was the party consensus going to go get assistance from people now, or are you just going to sleep on it?
Drop his body out between there against the door. And we'll deal with it in the morning.
So, like, again, are we the bad guys here?
We didn't kill him.
Yeah, we found him like that, so that wasn't on us. Now, if people will believe us, is a whole other problem.
So it sounds like you guys are trying to kind of wash your hands of it.
I think that would be best.
Sounds like.
Alrighty. So you guys, whatever Vanali wants to do with the goblin, but you, rest of you start to turn in, leaving the destruction of the scene sort of to speak for itself. Some of you pass out, frankly, just from either the damage they took or the effects of the fog and your exposure to it. Mish, you were already really drunk, but you find yourself before your sleep claims you, really not remembering a whole lot of today.
Nope. Awkward.
Was Cal the only one of us that did take damage?
It was just Cal and you, yes.
Oh, that means that
Yeah.
doesn't remember any of the. Does she remember any of the conversations she had in the car? Or was
Nope.
that all? What good are you, Mish?
Jeez, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I will, if we're all going to go to bed anyway, just to make doubly sure that we are presentable in case things take a turn, I will use my last 3rd level spell slot and a sorcery point to extend meta magic and use Aura of Vitality and just basically get both of us back up to full.
Excellent.
Gotcha, yeah. So over the course of sleeping, the two of you will gradually heal all the way back up, yeah.
Before we skedaddle from the cart, can I rummage through the belongings and find a shirt that doesn't have stab holes in it
Yes,
to
yes,
steal?
you can.
Okay, thank you.
Actually, not terribly hard. given that there are a number of elves and half elves within the population of these regions, people exist that have your general clothing size. Pretty different to being like in the cradle, where the going shirt size starts at midi.
No, ends at midi. Midi is big.
That's fair, yeah, it ends at midi.
Midi is like peak.
Yeah,
This is what peak performance looks like.
Yeah. all you need to do is get cursed and shunned from your tribe in order to get these games.
So you guys try to sleep. It's a bit fitful for some of you. Those of you who had some advert. Oh, I guess you're not in Roll20, Azure.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay, handle that later then. But for those of you that had an adverse save to the fog, have especially troubled sleep, slightly malevolent nightmares kind of swirling around in your head. It's in sort of the pre-dawn when light is first beginning to peek over the horizon. Most of the sky is still that sort of lavender blue. That the train shakes compared to the very smooth ride that had been. It jars most of you awake immediately, as it feels almost like the car itself derailed for a second. You scramble out of your respective places of rest and try and look around, picture frames and personal belongings knocked to the floor to see what the hell is going on. You can look out the porthole at the back of your cart and see the damage of the damage onto the storage cart and the hulking figure of fog and light that is pulling itself up out of the cannon and onto the roof of the train.
Fire cannon!
What?
And that's where we're going to call tonight's session.
Fire the fucking cannon!